Hey guys, today we're going to be thinning out my onions. I got two types of onions here. The one to the right of me is the Italian Torpedo Onion. It's almost like a shallot and a red onion. And the one to the left is a chipolina onion. It's a stew onion. They get about that big and they're just so good. Alright, well, the first thing that we need some Tupperware with water in it, so when we pull out the transplants, they can just chill in the water and not get in too much shock when we put them over there in that box. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to carefully grab it at the base, right here, just so I don't, pull out the other plants. It's in there tight. Alright, see that? See how it's like a little red onion? This is a mixture between a red onion and a shallot. It's called an Italian Torpedo. I got the seed through Burpee. It's gonna taste so good. I'm not gonna mess with the roots too much because I can just swish it around in the water and the excess dirt will just fall right off. Thinning it out because obviously these onions are way too close together. They're not gonna grow nice and firm like I want them to. These roots are pretty strong, so you can pull on them pretty hard if you want to. And it's not gonna affect it too much. I'm just carefully taking them out so they're intact. I mean, you'll have a little bit of resistance, but he's gonna be so much nicer. I'm giving these about a 3-inch distance. I'm going to do the same thing I did over here to my Italian Torpedo. And again, this is the Cippolina onion. These are the stew onions. Very good. I'm only going to leave maybe 2.5 to 3 inches. Look at that. Does it look so good? It smells so good already. Alright, I'm gonna plant my the onions I just pulled out back into this box I put over here today. Again, I'm placing these onions about 2.5 to 3 inches apart. This is my chipolina onions. I love these onions because they remind me of my childhood. My grandfather and grandmother would always cook with the style of an onion. So that's why I chose to plant these. I mean, they're just nostalgia for me, but they also do taste well, so. Again, my line isn't straight. I'm just putting it as organic as I go. No, but I really do think it's a good idea. Everyone and anyone should start getting back to basics. And what I mean by back to basics is start growing their own food, like what your great-grandmother and great-grandfather would have done. I mean, they didn't have a supermarket like we have with genetically modified food and produce. Can you believe that crap? Well, anyways, I'm done with my first row of chipolina. Alright, I'm gonna put these Italian torpedoes in as my next row. They're gonna be 3 inches apart or more because I want these a little bit bigger than my chipolina, so they were a little bit more room to breathe. And again, look at that color. Such a beautiful color. You should always grow some exotic or heirloom food that you can't get at the store because, I mean, why not try something new? I think personally it looks nice when you thin out the rows because everything needs space to live, you know. If it gets too crowded, you'll just get pissed off. Like in a New York subway or in the tube in London. Alright, that's it. That's how I'm gonna do my rows. Here's how much space I gave in between the onions. I think they're gonna grow pretty well in this box. Have a little bit more sunshine now that they're not being overpowered by the other onions. And that's about it. That's how I thin out my onions. Thanks for checking out my channel. I hope you continue watching and continue growing because the best thing for you is healthy food. Keep it green and keep it growing.